Everyone, welcome back to Gaming with Dog. Um, I hope you've all had a decent week. Things are halfway okay-ish for me, even, oddly enough. No idea how that happened. Anyway, I am considering dialing back the stream and just doing it once a week on Wednesday evenings, since it seems like everything happens on Saturday night as it is. So, you just beat Kaiser... Tigna just beat Kaiser Dragon. Oh crap, does this mean I'm gonna have to actually play the post-game content now? Ugh. Well, this can only go horribly wrong. Anyway, let's see here. So, we currently, our party consists of Locke, Cyan, Celis, and Sabin. And as long as we've got... Gah! Friggin' heck! Okay, let's... Tough and tedious. Gosh, that sounds like the story of my life. Anyway, so... As long as we've got Cyan in the party, I think we've got a date with some, let's see here. Save as always. Back to Doma Castle. Because Cyan needs to confront his past. And what better way to confront his past than by sleeping in the castle where his wife and son and liege all died horribly, painfully. What the? I'm Laragorn. I'm Kurlax. I'm Mobius. We're the Dream Stooges. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. Bon appétit. Bon appétit. Bon appétit. Wait! Okay, so fun fact here. Laragorn, Kurlax, and Mobius, as you can tell, it's kind of a reference to the Three Stooges. The other thing about it, though, in Japanese, their names are Sueño, Sonyo, and Rêve, which is to say, dream, dream, and dream in Spanish, Italian, and French, respectively. You followed us all the way into this guy's dream? I'd better not fight you until I've got my brothers with me. Ciao for now. That gets us lost. Ah! Ah, sweet jeepers. Oops. Pantsless chick on a reptile at... See, the first time you said going to check out the chicks with no pants on reptilian anteaters, I thought you were having a stroke. You followed us all the way into this guy's dream. I'd better not fight you until I've got my brothers with me. Ciao, for now. So this apparently is what Cyan dreams about, which is to say, man, even I wasn't expecting Bushido in the bedroom to get that, yes. Feel free to quote me on that, by the way, but make sure to spell it correctly. Let's see, Midgard Zorma or Valgarmonde. That sounds useful. Yeah. Man, I'm glad I have Sabin with me. Let's see here. Let's just have a look here. He's got a ribbon, she's got a ribbon, he's got a ribbon. Yay, we're good. Okay. Ah! We're the Dream Stooges. And we're all together now. There's no escape for you. Oh, missable enemies here for Gao. So, check the bestiary. Holy crap, that's a lot of wire. Some of them are bronze and some of them are gold, and I don't really understand half of this. Okay, so the metals are kill count, apparently. Like, I'm okay with using Gao, I just have no idea how to read this thing. Oh, here we are. So, let's see. Oh, great. The list in the walkthrough doesn't match the list in the game. Well, you know what? At this point, Gao can sit and spin. So, golly gee, I'm so happy that, I am so happy that apparently Cyan dreams about save points. Yeah! Oh, freaking hack! What?! He blocked the spell that could cure him of his freaking... What the... Eat your fucking green cherry, Sabin. It's good for you. Wow, I'm... Wow, that, so I should probably work on not swearing so much. Anyway, so... That wasn't ominous. Okay, let's try that again. A Genji Glove! Oh, because Zona Seeker, that boosts her magic, doesn't it? As you can tell, I am really not that good at the whole, I am really not good at actually power leveling in these games. One would do well to remember the positions. Such knowledge could be one's salvation. Oh, Garamonde. That, yeah. Ha! Lump of metal makes the chest go bonk. Aha. Hey, Sabin learned Sloga. Ooh, Gilgamesh would be a good one for him to have, but ooh, actually Leviathan would also be very useful here. And in fact, it's about the only one he hasn't mastered. So yes, let's give him Leviathan. Ooh, Ice Shield. And an X Potion. Nah. Let's see, down, down, up. Ah. There we go. Yay! Let's see what happens when we sleep in Cyan's head. Cyan now has brain cancer. Let's see here. And enter the engine room. What? Man. Oh, that was, wait. Meh. Um. Okay. Meh. I like how that one's just called Schmidt. Ah! Wait a minute. This just seems to be taking me in a circle. Also, why is Cyan having dreams about the caves of Narsh? Like, I can understand him, you know, dreaming about the Magitech walkers, because that was something that kind of actually happened to him. But he wasn't there for the, Oh, here we are. Ah! Please, save my husband. Save Cyan. Where are we? What is this place? You're inside Cyan's mind. What? My husband, Cyan, continues to torment himself over what happened to Doma, what happened to the world, and what happened to us. And because of the depth of his despair, a monster known as Wrexsoul has latched onto him. Wrexsoul is a monster formed of the countless souls lost in the course of that ancient conflict. They're hurting my dad! Help him! Please, help Cyan. You have to help Dad. Well, time to sleep inside his brain again. Yay! Don't think about it too hard. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean, I know exactly what I was thinking when I decided to give Cyan a Spanish accent, but man, it gets a little awkward using that on his family. Anyway. So we are going to have to get rid of Ribbon on everyone. But that's okay, because that means we can have some other interesting fun with some things. Like Miracle Shoes. take off the sprint shoes for now. Give him the master. No. Go ahead and give the master scroll to Locke. Sprint shoes, miracle shoes, soul of Thamasa, and gold hairpin. Double cast at half cost. Now it's time for a frustrating puzzle boss. You must be Wrexsoul! Let Cyan go!
You're too late. This man can't escape me. He is overcome by despair at his own powerlessness. I am fed by his sorrow, his anger, and his hate. And now I shall partake of yours as well.
Oh crap! Celis! No! Crap. Okay, so... Oh, the Doom timer is stopped because Celis is petrified? What's this? Oh, a weakness to ice. Huh? Huh. I am not sure who that beardy guy is in the Soul Saver, but okay. Anyway, there we go. got us a guard bracelet. I guess that's... I thank thee. I thought I could hear my wife and son calling out to me. Their voices gave me the strength to hold on. Elaine! Owen! Thank you, my love.
You really are strong, Dad.
No. I couldn't do anything. Not then. And not now. I am a man without honor.
No. You have always had more than enough. My beloved, we will always be with you. Dad, I love you.
Please, wait!
We'll always be at your side.
Elaine and Owen, live on in my heart. I can no longer dwell on the past. I must follow the road which I believe to be right. Cyan purged his mind of confusion and doubt. Cyan's swordsmanship attained its peak level. So, what does that mean in terms of gameplay? He now has all of the Bushido abilities. So, we already had Fang, Sky, Tiger, Flurry, Dragon, and Eclipse. He now has Tempest, which is a 4-strike combo a little bit harder than the Flurry, and Oblivion, which is basically summoning Odin. Meanwhile, you'll notice there was something in the throne room. The Alexander Magicite. This is actually the first appearance of Alexander in the games. It's a giant castle that teaches spells like Holy. How are you doing with Midgard's armor? Oh, she didn't actually pick up anything from Midgard's armor from that battle because she spent most of it petrified. So, let's swap her over to Alexander, put the ribbon back on her so she can pretend... so she can go back to, slightly less painful moments. Same with you. Okay, so... let's see, they recommend getting Holy on a couple characters. Slagworm experience doesn't hurt either. Because there's another annoying dungeon coming up that will require Strago and Realm to... them... Well, let's find out how much we're about to regret this. Alright, so Strago, Realm, and I guess Celis and Locke? I suppose the other way we could do it is with Mog and Tomorrow, but that just sounds horrible. You know what, let's take Setzer. I like Setzer. Oh no, yeah, we'll take Setzer because we do need to grab one of his more powerful weapons. Meanwhile, let's give you Ragnarok. And you... Oh wait, before I do that, let's head back and remember to re-equip everyone, because that's also an important part of this thing. Okay, so... Yeah, I almost send everyone to their deaths. Again. So... Give you the Swordbreaker and the, Aegis Shield. Realm, you get the, Magical Brush, and the, Genji, and the... Oh yeah, you've already got the Minerva Bustier, so let's give her the Behemoth Suit. And the, let's see, Genji Helm, Ophel... Genji Helm is actually better in this case. In fact, everybody gets a Genji Helm! You get a Genji Helm! You get a Genji Helm! Everybody gets a Genji... Anyway. Let's not follow that to its logical conclusion. Anyway. Gold Hairpin and a Soul of Thamasa on Strago should make things... Nah, let's give him Miracle Shoes. And you've got a gold hairpin, and we'll give you Miracle Shoes and a hair ribbon. And you get another ribbon, and also a Miracle Shoes. Yeah, that should do it. Genji Helm, Genji Armor, Genji Shield. He's just Genjiing it up. Death Tarot. Now, he's got Ragnarok. Realm, we shall give you Cactor for starters. And Setzer, let's give you Gilgamesh. That just sounds like fun. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to we are actually going to sneak partway into Kefka's tower, because we need to grab something useful for Setzer. Alright, going in. We're not going to go that far in, but... It's time we took the battle to Kefka's doorstep! Eh, what's wrong?
The gods of the Warring Triad control the magic of the Esper world. If we destroy them...
You're worried about what might happen.
I'm not sure, but...
Espers... Espers, and even magic itself, could vanish from the world.
And if that happens...
What'll happen to Terra?
Ah, crap. I did the... Okay, so, you, and you, and you, and you, I think? Yes. Meanwhile, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway. Yeah!
Arr!
The warring triad awaits. Use the shoulder buttons to swap between parties. And here comes the part where I have to hope I remember which one actually, I think it's just inside here that I can find the thing I need looking for. Oh, hey, dude. How much farther do I have to go for this? This is it, I think. Fixed dice! Suddenly, Setzer's capabilities are about to get a lot more fun. Trio of dice that deal more damage the higher they roll. So here's the fun with the fixed dice. Basically, it rolls 3 dice, multiplies them by each other, and then multiplies that by Setzer's level. Also, if any of the numbers are the same, they double. So the higher the level Setzer gets, the more fun he has. And now we can go back. Realm, learn to vanish. Okay, so now that we've gotten that back from, or now that we've gotten that from Kefka's tower, we can go back and try to re-level everyone because, ouch. Oh wait, who's near the... How do I get back out? Ah, hey, get... Okay, so... Back to the ship. Where'd the rest of the party go? Setzer is currently level 36, but I'm working on improving that.
General Liao, I think I've begun to understand the things you've told me.
Okay, so... Setzer, Celeste, Strago, and Realm. And first thing we're going to do is head over to Miranda. Alright, and... I'm going to buy a bunch of ethers because we're kind of running low. I was a thief once, but then I uncovered a secret so terrible that I had to go into hiding. Ah! Let's see. Armor, weapons. That one girl. I guess this place doesn't have an item shop. You defeated that huge cactuar? Nice work! So it's time for grinding. Oh wow, Realm makes that go fast. Okay, Okay, let's try that again. You know what, since I'm doing some grinding, hey, Deep, you wanna hop on with me?
I need to get my headphones together.
Sorry.
Otherwise, you get that lovely echo.
There we go. Yay for Cactuar, making things way too easy.
Sorry, this just set the mass nerd in me off.
Oh yeah, I can totally understand. Fixed dice basically turns Setzer into a ridiculous powerhouse if done right.
Fuck yeah, gaming toys for the win. I'm gonna have to do this because it's going to drive me absolutely crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. 3 ones.
Okay, Sandstorm is just...
6.
In case any of you were wondering, there actually is a worse kind of sandstorm than Darude. Or Darude, or however that's pronounced.
I like that song until everyone ruined it.
See, like... One of these days I want to hear that song, but played, like... by a bluegrass ensemble. Oh shit! Celis! Stop being dead! Abilities. Strago! Raise Celis, and then Celis. Okay. Yeah, I put the ribbon back on Celis. As long as she has the ribbon equipped, everything but Doom is neutralized from the Cursed Shield. We just have to work on getting the Cursed Shield to stop being cursed. Which is the other part of why I'm grinding, because eventually we can get that thing into Paladin Shield, and that's much nicer to have equipped. Yay, Celis learned Holy. So we can swap her over to Midgard Zormer. Okay, we are putting some Gaia gears on people because seriously, this freaking slagworm. At least I think Gaia gear would do the trick. I only have one Gaia gear. Let's head over to Jadur here. See if we can't. Okay, what's up?
I need to start over. With the dumb shit, I'm just gonna run with this fixed dice thing because I'm an
Okay.
enormous math nerd. Just trying not to repeat any sequences.
Well, we can at least grab a whole bunch of ethers. And high potions. And still have just chunks and scads of cash left over. Hurrah! Let's see, circlet, black cowl. Actually, it looks like a few people could benefit from that. And then also stop by the weapon shop, see what he has. More man-eaters, I guess. The partisan, I can pick up another of those, sure. Crystal sword, See, this is why I really should have probably left everyone actually equipped with stuff, but oh well. Let's see here. There's an inn and the up. Do I really feel like dealing with the auction house again? Let's see. Princess ring, protect ring, Gygus glove, angel wings. 2 more angel wings because there's a thing that will come up that will need that. What the heck, let's see if they're auctioning anything not crap today. Join in the bidding. Our next item up for bid. Here we have a stunning rack, and on it, a fabulous hero's ring. Yay! We got a hero's ring. Well, that's all for today. So come back soon, where we'll be selling yet another freaking talking chocobo. Blah ha 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 ha! So, back to Miranda. Yeah! See, between Setzer having his fixed dice and Celis being able to pretty much spam Ultima with that gold hairpin, we are having a great time tonight. Especially because Celis is getting really freaking powerful with Ultima. So, you know. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. The joys of grinding. Setzer, meanwhile, is like, ugh, there's sand in my everything.
I've got sand in places I didn't even know I had.
Let's see, Realm learned Arise. What else is left for her from Phoenix? Ah, Re-Raise. That is a useful one. Auto life, basically. And here we have yet another effing Slagworm! Yay! Another thing is dead. Wait. Yay! That got us a bunch of stuff learned. Okay. Let's see. Sure, you work on Meteor for a while. And since you've learned Ultima... let's give you Volley Garmonde. Good to start getting some of the Ga spells on people. How are you doing with Phoenix? Getting along like a house on fire. Excellent. All the screaming and things dying. And property damage.
Excuse me.
Do-do-do-do-do. Oh my gosh, he got a 4 9s. And Setsa learned Meteor. So what should we have him learn next? Yeah, let's give him Carbuncle for a while, sure. So what is it you're working on there, Deep?
I've written down every possible combination of 3 dice, excluding things that would repeat. For example, 1 2 1 and 1 1 2 are not included.
Okay.
I want to see just how likely it is for you to get max damage.
Ah, I see. Let's see. Setzer is currently up to level 38,
Okay.
which
I'm gonna
might
do the
throw
math
off your
on-
calculations. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not doing those calculations yet. I'm only doing the dice.
Okay.
The lowest multiplier I've encountered so far is 6.
I see.
And the highest is, where is it? We're getting a lot of triple digits now. 288 for a multiplier.
Ah. Yay! Realm learned Re-Ray! Rares! Rare! Rares! Reversed! Verbs! Here, have a sword. Child.
Well, I have
It's
to add
educational.
up all the multipliers, Josh. And then I'll spread them out. What if she cuts herself?
Then she will have learned something very important.
Yes! Okay, 10 and 10.
Hurrah, Discworld. Anyway,
30, 90.
sure, Setzer, how about you learn Holy? Or, actually, wait, no. Give that to someone with more magic power. Setzer, we're going to teach you... I don't know... Hasteга, Slowga, Slow? Sure, why not?
432. We're getting there. I need a calculator. I am starting to get to the point where I need a calculator. I can't do this in my head.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably at least somewhere someone's done the calculation on all these dice.
Yeah, it's the matter of finding it.
There is that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, Celis has now pretty much mastered every Magikite we have. Magikite, Magicite, Magikite, Magicite, Magicite, Magikite, Catchikite, Magiblight, Flurgenmipe, Garganhervin, Geflurg,
Guys,
Geflurg!
Lupin's having a stroke.
Also, hey, how's it going, Richter? Oh, sorry, yeah, I do have link block up on the stream chat, sorry.
Let me do the work anyway, it makes me feel important.
Deep.
144 by 4. I'm literally figuring out the multiplier for each combination to make this work. 10 by 10 by 10.
I mean, like, I can turn off the link guard for the chat, but, but then I'd have to, like, face the random vicissitudes of fate there. You are important, Deep. I mean, I'm using him as a bed as we speak.
Okay. Wow. So let's see here. Let's just assume you hit level 40 soon. Divided by 40. Any results?
Hold him in the face! Realm gained a level! Yeah! Let's see... 38... Setzer is actually the lowest level member in the party at the moment, at level 38, but I'm working on building him up. People learn chunks of stuff! I mean, anyway, so Setzer has learned a bunch of useful things there. Sure, Poison and Libra, why not? And now that you've mastered Valley Garmonde, man, that just rolls off the tongue. Valley Garmonde!
Once you hit level 40, according to my calculations, Setzer has a 21% chance of getting quad 9s.
Nice! I mean, that's 1 in 5, right?
Yeah.
What is his lowest damage value?
His lowest possible damage is if he rolls 1, 2, 3 for a multiplier of 6 times his level. After that, the max most likely is 8. The max, if he gets triple 6s, he can get quad 9s as a level 7 character.
Not bad. And that's why I love having fixed dice on Setzer, because he just kind of mows everything down in a beautiful spray of blood and horror.
Does this game max out at 99 or 100?
99, I think?
Okay, we'll work with that.
Yay, Ultima spam! Did you already... Give him Alexander, sorry.
Okay. Start with...
Oh, we actually are getting kind of dangerously low on MP, so let's fix that briefly. And, you know, save periodically.
Okay. According to my calculations, the odds of a quad 9 max out at 41% at level 99. And as long as you roll double at that stage, as long as you roll double 5s, you're getting it for sure.
Okay.
Real learned Ultima.
So let's get her back on learning Meteor next.
And pretty much double 4s as long as you don't roll a 1 for the third number.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chart and it gets better and better as you go with occasional little spikes, and then you get up to like the high numbers and there's one combo that sucks. Like everything in the 4s is like 2, 3, 4, 500. 4, 5, 6 is just 120. So yeah, the loaded dice are fucking awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoy the loaded dice.
No wonder I like Setzer.
Yeah, he, you know, he has his gimmicky issues, but once you find the stuff that works, he just basically lays waste.
Yeah. Hey, he's my breaker and record keeper.
Ah, very nice.
Plus, it's fun to use mostly Mega Flare because it has a chance of doubling the number of hits.
Ah.
The animation for mostly Mega Flare has him rolling 3 Bahamut's on slots. But when you get the double, you get 2 Bahamut's and a bar, and he jumps out and stomps down the third reel until it fits. I love when that hits.
That is that is nice.
And then they had to put him in Kingdom Hearts and make him an asshole.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Very.
I love that. Actually, one of the fun parts, though, is that in Dissidia, they actually reference, asshole Setzer.
Oh.
In the tutorials, it's like, and don't go cheating or anything like that, and Setzer just, I would never! Let's see, so he's got that, okay. Yep. So I do like that, at least, where they're like, I forget which Dissidia game they do that in, but yeah, apparently Dissidia NT is pretty, from what I've heard at least, Dissidia NT is pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, I can vouch for that. Let's put it this way to those of you watching. I enjoyed playing Ace so much in the game, it made me go try Typo.
Huh. How'd that turn out for you?
Actually, it just downloaded a day or two ago. I haven't gotten to start it yet.
Oh, okay.
But one of my friends actually used the words Crisis Core to describe it, so I'm very excited.
Okay. Because I have watched a friend play Typo. It runs into the issue that I usually have, which is to say that I get hideously motion sick off of it.
Really?
I am so bad with first-person games for the most part. Or, well, that kind of 3D runaround, swiveling camera.
Oh.
It's one of those unfortunate things about just the way my brain decides that everything sucks or whatever.
Oh, Richter, I remember seeing this video where they're talking to Jamie Lee Curtis, the yogurt chick. She was in one of my favorite movies in the 90s, True Lies.
I was gonna say, that she did more than yogurt.
I know, but that's how whenever I go off about how I know someone, they always mention the most recent thing.
Okay.
So I just jump to that now. So
I'll have to tell a story about that in a bit.
The Activia chick. And she's talking about... She's hinting that she's taking her son to EVO that year. And she's like, I play a little bit too. And they're like, you play Street Fighter? Yeah. And the interviewer goes, are you a Ryu or a Ken person? And she just gives that bitch don't be basic look and says, Kenny. And that just made my little cup flow. Are you a Ryu or a Ken guy? And she looks at this guy like, are you insane? Tammy. And yes, he said Ryu, and it hurt to listen to.
Okay. I was going to say, so there is a random story to tell with that. back when I was still living with my parents, you know, we're sitting watching TV and one of the Activia commercials comes on and I'm watching this and I'm like, wow, Jamie Lee Curtis used to be in some pretty big name stuff and now she's, you know, shilling the yogurt what makes you poop good. And Mom looks and she's like, well, you know, Simon, here's the issue. Number one, after an actress hits a certain age, it becomes more difficult for her to find roles that she can really fit in because, you know, a lot of the time they kind of, you know, stick you in either hot young babe or old ugly woman roles. And then she just kind of grins at me and goes, and besides, in this economy, anyone's going to be, you know, really desperate to find a regular employment. And I'm like, Mom!
Oh, Mom, corner.
You know, and she just gives me this look like the cat that caught the canary, you know? Like, haha, you're not the only one who makes puns in this family.
She launched a mom joke.
Like, I'm sure some of it was revenge for, I forget how much earlier it was, but, you know, it was me and Mom and Dad going on some kind of errands. I think some of it was test driving a car and some other things like that, and Mom is sitting kind of, you know, checking herself in the flip-down mirror in the front of the car, you know, in the sun visor. And, you know, she kind of checks her teeth and she's like, oh, I think my teeth are getting a little mossy. And without thinking, I just go, do you sleep facing north?
Ew. Dude.
And she stops and looks at me and just says, actually, yes. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, no, we've had worse. I mean, I can't remember. I think I was in my teens or whatever, and Sammy wanted to get a skateboard. And we were just talking at the dinner table, and I just blurted out, I can't go 3 feet on a skateboard. And Mom just picks up on it right now and goes, I can go 3 feet on a skateboard. From on my feet to on my ass, that's about 3 feet.
See, the main problem for Mom is, you know, most of the time she's stuck with Dad, who was a lot quicker on the draw. And so, you know, the moments when she actually does get to make a joke, she savors it because she's just like, yes, finally it is my turn! Although,
This is the moment.
you know, probably not in quite so deep of a voice. You know, I can totally imagine my mom doing the Ojo laugh after making a pun. Like, if this were some kind of anime that involved pun-based comedy or combat or something, but, you know, just... And besides, in this economy, any actress would be grateful for regular employment.
Oh, god damn. You hurt me on a spiritual level.
I can totally see my mom doing that. I'm actually kind of glad that my mother doesn't, you know, basically tries to, you know, I'm kind of grateful that my mom doesn't really pay attention to that sort of stuff, because otherwise, yes, I can totally imagine her doing the Ojo laugh.
Ooh, God save us all.
Anyway, so on that note... So yeah, now that I've just kind of killed the conversation, uh,
I just don't know how to top that.
this will be yet another moment where I will put in a plug for the anime Silver Spoon or Gin no Sagi, because there is a great bit in one of the seasons where they have to deal with a snotty rich bitch character who goes in and basically just Ojo laughs non-stop.
Ugh.
Oh, it's hilarious. She goes through like an entire, equine dressage routine.
And she won't stop.
Laughing like that the whole time because she's so sure she's going to win. And what actually happens is she goes way over time and just like has the most terrible scores.
Ironically, the first time I heard the Ojo laugh, it was from a man in a video game.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and it was Super Punch-Out. There's a character there with really, really long feminine hair, and if you lose to him, he does the Ojo laugh.
Oh,
He literally uses his hair as a weapon at one point. He will whip it at you, and it will do damage. Heike Kagero, if I remember right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure where I first encountered the Ojo laugh. It's,
I think for me it was probably Sailor Moon,
okay.
Emerald or something.
Yeah, like
I
for
can't
me,
remember her name.
I think the first time I encountered it was actually in a webcomic, and so therefore I didn't really encounter the full effect of it. Other than, I'm trying... It's one of those comics that I think just kind of stopped existing after a while or something. But, it was called Framed.
Okay.
And the idea was it was these people who were trapped in a comic series. And at one point, the cartoonist decides to turn it into a manga because he discovers that that's probably more profitable. And so one by one, he transforms the characters and everything like that. And one of the characters starts boasting about how he has the mental fortitude to stand up to this and he won't be turned into an anime character. Thereby ruining your plot. Oh! You're a guy, don't you mean wahahaha? No, I mean as he transforms into creepy spike-boobed whatever.
Thank you, no.
So yeah, I think at this point I've probably damaged most everyone's speakers beyond repair. My mistake, sorry. Anyway, so I will probably cut this short at around 9 p.m. At the turn of the hour tonight. That way I'll have enough time to sign off and start taking care of the puppy again.
Yeah, separation anxiety still bad for him?
Not terrible. He gets the separation zoomies. I don't know how else to describe it, like
he's running around the entire house trying to look for something he lost?
Yeah, my roommate will step out, my two of my roommates will step out, get ready to go to work, and he'll start whimpering and then start sprinting around the apartment whining like, "Where the fuck did I leave him?" For those of you who have ever wanted to imagine a puppy screaming, "Where the fuck did I leave him?" He's pretty copacetic for the most part, beyond that,
You just need to wait for him to think that, this is my life now. He's never coming back, and then he'll calm down.
Yeah, we just, it just takes a while to wait for that, canine attention span of 3 to 5 seconds, and then he'll be like, wait, what? Where are people? Who are you? Hey, there's a toy here. Time to sexually amuse myself with it.
It's not sexual, it's a dominance thing.
Yeah, it's...
For example, when Valentine and Tiki were young, Valley would mount Tiki to show him who was the boss, and Valley was a girl, so...
Yeah, it's just... Most of the time he's doing it to a stuffed raccoon toy, and I think that starts getting, my other roommate Josh nervous, because that's his persona.
Developing a thing for trash pandas, huh?
It's just like look over to Josh and be like, so, lock your door tonight. I mean, like, I'm the one who's standing there kind of, tugging the toy away from Shiro and just quietly singing, let's not sexually assault raccoons, assault raccoons, assault raccoons, let's not sexually assault raccoons, hi diddle diddle I-o. Say that again, sorry.
The hide your kids, hide your wife thing.
Oh gosh. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your procyates.
From that meme about the guy who was talking about, like, some kind of sexual predator in the area. Hide your kids, hide your wife, because
I believe the term was bedroom invader?
Yeah, whatever it was, I don't remember. But somebody actually tried to turn that into a song, and...
Well, of course they did.
Why?
It's the internet. There's an entire article on TV Tropes of Stupid Statement Dance Remix.
Stupid Statement Dance what?
Remix.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look this up now.
It's kind of amazing.
You just doomed me for the next couple of hours.
As is my wont. Okay, so that's given everybody a lot of high-level spells. That should probably take care of things for a while. Okay, so I think this is about where I'm gonna finish for the evening. Next week we will go looking into the Cave of Hedon and try wrapping up Strago and Realms' character arc, kind of-ish. And also we might do some stuff with Shadow, because we need to stay at the inn and see more of his backstory. Anyway, I hope you all had a fun time this evening. I'll be back next week. I'm thinking I'm probably going to stop streaming Saturday nights, because things just keep happening then. Anyway, I hope you all had fun. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Simon the Shepherd, and this has been Gaming with Dog.
Say goodnight, Simon.
Good night, Simon.